Okay, a tavern, which by the way,
Aaron was
I've
there?
been. By the
Whoa.
way, oh, you're right. My bad, Alwyn. But also, yes, there. No, no, no. In
They're getting
spirit,
close to the same at this point.
in spirit, there did it. Okay, all
Dang,
right.
I didn't realize it was that late. Word.
A tavern, which by the way, I had to remake after my Killfire freaked out. So it's a little different looking, but hey,
We take it.
They hurt my feelings.
ain't hurt my feelings.
They hurt my feelings.
Um, then we got everybody got drunk as shit. Actually, surprisingly, Rudy got high on something.
Yep, you.
Uh, um, he said he'll be right back. Um, I think, if I remember correctly, the only two people who didn't get drunk were um,
Leo, because he had
Leo,
Lingam.
Leo, and Langham. Langham rolled really well on his con save, and Leo just chose not to drink because he was nursing a hangover. Um, at the end of the session, amongst the revelry, a note was slipped/dropped to Langham, who read a mysterious note from who knows. And that is where we ended the session. And we are going
I
to
think
pick.
you know.
I mean, do I? Do I? Who knows?
This session to make that really, I'm not sure.
You know, who knows? You should know. Actually, what's great is like you should. You really have no idea the amount of things that I don't know what I'm doing with before the next session starts. You know,
True.
it's like I'll drop something at the end of the last session, and be like, okay, so I have to make that matter in the next week. Okay, like damn, so somehow I'll fit that in somewhere.
Nice.
Like, but no, the note was planned. I'll admit the note was planned, but like,
Reese actually mailed you the note to your address. If you'll go check your mailbox.
no, but I did make him
He
a
actually,
like.
it actually came in through a carrier pigeon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it got struck by lightning, and I had it for dinner.
Yeah, yeah. And also, unfortunately, I didn't. There was no note tied to the pigeon. I had taught the pigeon to speak the note, so the note never actually made it to him because he got struck by lightning. But I
You'll
mean,
never know
it is what it
now.
is.
And instead of a pigeon, it was just me with wings taped on my back, and I'm just kind of blessed that I'm here right now.
He got struck by lightning. Didn't
It
pass
was
through his
really
heart, weirdly
crazy.
enough. In fact, just
Also,
passed straight out of him. No problem whatsoever.
Looks like I have a tree growing
it
up
was
my
really
back now.
just it was Ethan with fake wings and a single feather covering something. I'll let you decide.
All it takes is a single feather, unfortunately.
um, after a intense night of revelry, we will find the party the very next morning at the same tavern. And here's what we're gonna do. All right. We're gonna go one by one, and you guys gonna tell me at what place in this tavern did your character eventually pass out.
Let me
All
get
right.
this tavern.
Now, in the case of Leo and Langham, I understand that you guys weren't like absolutely blackout drunk. So you guys could have really just done whatever you wanted. But the rest of you, where'd you end up? And the first person I wanted to ask is Rudy.
Reese,
Where
how do I
did
do the
Rudy
thing?
end up after he came off of the strange green liquid high that was injected into his robotic body?
Reese, how do I do the thing where I can make like the roof of the stuff disappear?
Mm.
Yeah.
Huh?
You see that the green slider on the
Oh,
side
oh,
of
yeah,
the
okay.
yes, bring it down.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
I'm definitely hanging from one of the horns of the dragon, not just hanging over it.
Incredible.
Leaning
You're just
across it. The jet fuel I was running up and down the walls. It's amazing I didn't end up, like on one of the horns.
yeah. Yeah, so you're just like unconscious, coming to slowly on the horns. As you're coming to, I will say, as one of the side effects of losing that Constitution saving throw, you are a little hungover, which you didn't know you could be in a robot body. And all that means is, in a hungover state, you have disadvantage on perception checks for the next, or until your next short rest. Okay.
Anyone
Until your
vision
next Waffle House
blurry?
visit.
Is
Until
that
your
just
next
me?
Waffle House visit, precisely.
Oh man, we gotta go find one.
um, so you wake up on the horn. You see, as you are coming to, it's probably 11 o'clock in the morning, which is not a busy time for a tavern. All right. You see, there's the occasional like person sitting around in here having like someone who's like a guest who stays in one of the upstairs rooms having like some form of breakfast, which is just a whole rotisserie chicken sat in front of them. Okay, and that's what the breakfast this week at the tavern is. And you just see this like dwarven, like thick chested, red bearded dwarven guy just going to town on a rotisserie chicken. You see the bartender, the orcish woman Graza, standing behind the counter, being like, "Oh my god, he's alive! I thought he was
What?
dead. I thought you were dead. I'll be real.
I don't. What? Who gave what to me? What did I take?
You know, I had this barrel of experimental liquid that one of the artificers from the
How
archivist
much do you want for
assembled.
it?
There's nothing left. You had the whole barrel.
No. I need
You-
more. Where are they at?
The archivist assembly, they're across town. You can just go check them out. I mean, if you really
Uh,
needed more. I'm not totally sure that guy even works there anymore. His name was Treg of the Oak. I don't know if Treg still works there.
Not after last night, he won't be.
Is that
I
like
need
a
to have-
threat? Are you gonna kill him? What the hell is that?
No, I'm gonna have to have a word with his managers about what he's in there making.
Yeah, he came by
Someone
with
needs
that
to
one
get
day.
him a raise.
Yeah, he came by with that one day and said he wanted to try to join the Brewmeisters Guild. And I said, "What do you got?" And he gave me that. And I drank it, and I think I saw Orc God. I'm not totally sure, but I told him that's not beer. Whatever it wasn't beer or even close to alcohol. I'm not totally sure what it was, but I just kept the barrel, but I told him no. As you're having this conversation, we'll jump over to Alduin. Oh, actually, we'll jump over to Ray. Ray's in charge now.
Hey, Ray!
All right. Well, in that case, while he's doing that with his wife, we'll jump to Langham. Where is Langham at right now?
I'm gonna say that the notes that Langham read kind of has been worrying him a little bit, but he doesn't want to, make it super known that it's been worrying him. But he's just been somewhere where he can look for the very first person to wake up. So
Okay, so
he
you're
can't do Tailspire. So
yeah. So you're just so that red bearded dwarven guy eating a rotisserie chicken. You are sitting table behind that guy, just watching the whole room.
yes, exactly. I'm watching the whole room, waiting for people to start waking up because I don't want to ruin everybody's, sleep because everybody had a rough
Yeah,
night.
and you know
But
that
as
some
soon
of
as
them are gonna
everybody's
have
awake, I
bad
feel like I
hangover.
got something important.
Yeah.
Exactly. Someone's
Well,
gonna
you
need a
see,
waffle
you
visit.
see for sure the giant dragon skull that's in the room, the skull of Bell Reagan, who's the place is named after. You see Rudy slowly begin to sit up off of the skull. He apparently passed out at some point last night on top of it.
Mhm.
I definitely
Or
like slide
technically,
off the horn, and I just
yeah,
hit
technically
the
he's
ground
passed out
hard.
on the horn. And I would also like to make it clear to everyone here: this head, the head of this thing is the size of an F-150. I mean,
Oh,
this
heck
this
yeah.
is like an ancient dragon skull. This thing is huge. Okay, someone has put this is kind of similar to like when you go to a casino in Vegas and just have like a rotating car in the lobby. That is what this is with the
That's
dragon
awesome.
skull. Okay,
Heck
and
yeah.
so yeah, you see him slide off the horn and hit the ground. And you didn't know that like you could hear metal being hung over, but you can. You can, like you just
It sounds
hear
like
the
really bad middle grating sounds.
yes, yeah.
Every
It
time I
sounds
walk,
like
my
he's
ears
never
are
been greased
aching,
before
bro.
ever. It sounds like just like all of his joints are stuck no one has ever put any grease on this man once in his life. But you see him coming too.
When I roll off the
All right,
horn,
I was like, okay, well, there's Rudy.
I hit the floorboard so hard. It sounds like someone dropped a weight on the floor.
Oh no,
Boom.
Rudy! I look around. Do I see like a little container of oil or something around?
Yeah, I think you
lube,
see. I
grease?
think you see old kitchen grease that is like the stuff they're trying to get out of the kitchen.
Okay. I go and I grab some and I'm like, Rudy, buddy. And I go over and I kind of like, how you doing? And I like moving his little body around like my little gnome. I'm like lifting up his hand and like his little arms, trying to like seeing where he feels a little sticky and lubing him up. So I'm being like, Rudy, we got to get the gang. There's something that I feel like I must share with you guys.
Yeah,
Hey,
actually,
what's
while
that
you're
you-
doing that, give me a Tinker's Tools check.
What's that you got in that barrel, man?
Ooh.
I've been looking for something,
What's a
you know.
Tinker's tool?
A Tinker's Tools check is a tools check, which is just your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus, which I think for you, actually,
You can
this
start
is a cool. This is a cool little thing I can do. Hold on, I forgot I could do this. As the DM, I can add Tinker Tools to your skill list on D&D Beyond, so you can have this. Hold on.
Oh,
He just starts
that's
hitting
kind
me
of
with
cool.
a hammer until it fixes my joints. Bang!
Ting, 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 ting,
Tell me
ting.
when you did it and I'll refresh it. It might take like an hour for my thing to update, but
Hey,
Who out there
that's what it is.
tinkering they tool are in?
I am gonna be doing my rolls physically because I got my cool little like dice.
I mean,
thing.
you
And
have
also,
to.
yeah, and also it would take me like 14 hours for my like die to like roll across the screen on D&D Beyond right now with my hotspot.
All right, I have done it. It might take a minute, but you add a +8 to Tinker's Tools checks. So
Gosh.
Oh my gosh, okay. It's refreshing now. I'll go ahead and roll. In IRL life. +8, you said? Oh wait,
yes,
it loaded. Hold on. That was with oh my gosh, it's on here. Okay, perfect. Alright. 17. So that'll be what?
25?
Does that do it?
Rudy, you have never felt so loose in your life. All
What if
right, you
my arm goes
you
in a
have,
full circle.
and I need to make this very clear. You have all of your memories. Even in your hobgoblin body, you have never felt this good. All right, you feel incredible.
I look
Let's
at my hands, I go,
go.
maybe this is peak evolution.
He's
I've reached the top. Where do I go from here?
seen the Magna Carta. He's seen
Yo.
Forrest.
This dude
Okay.
pushed a camel through the eye of a needle.
While you guys are having this interaction, where is Alduin, and how is Alduin waking up after being pretty sloshed?
I am waking up under the bar.
He's waking up from
Um,
acting.
I jolt up, hit my head, and then realize my entire body just. Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm good. My entire body's just like aching and sore. Because I've never Alduin, from the church, has never really done anything like that.
Okay.
So it's his first hangover, and he is getting rolled by it.
You wake up under the bar. As you roll over, okay, your head is pounding. You also will have disadvantage on perception checks until your next short rest is completed. Okay. As you roll over, Graza, without missing a beat above you, like serving drinks to the occasional drinker who comes in, without missing a beat, shoves a biscuit straight into your open mouth. Okay, just knows what you're gonna need. Just goes straight for the biscuit. It's like you're gonna need this. It's so fluffy and delicious. You're like you're gonna need it. It's gonna have to soak up some stuff in there. All right. You went through some barrels, okay? Honestly, I'm impressed. All right, I didn't think you had that in you. It's just shoving a biscuit straight into your mouth.
And that's all I gotta say. I just groan a little
Your mouth
bit.
is so
That's
dry.
all you got to say. All right.
The biscuit.
I'm
Um,
gonna get up very slowly
Okay.
You definitely using the bar as a crutch.
Yeah, have to. Your armor
Um,
sounds so loud. You've never realized how loud armor is until this moment.
I'm taking
Like,
it all off. I'm putting it on the bar.
he just starts.
I just can't. I
starts
can't deal with it right now.
okay, okay, all right.
I'm walking over to Rudy and to Langham, and I'm slumping down in the chair, and I'm just gonna be like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but it sounds perfectly fine to me tomorrow.
I also
It's-
don't know
it's
what he's
Fine
talking
for
about.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out for a little bit.
He's just
Let Langham just use some of his tinkering skills. You'll never feel better, man. I forgot I even had a hangover.
I think
I don't think it'll work on him.
Reese, does it take away my disadvantage from perception?
no, you still have disadvantage perception. Your body feels great. Your mind is foggy. Hey, that was
Weak in
delicious,
mind,
King.
strong in
does.
body.
We can mind strong in
Had to put my
body.
dinner theater skills to work here for a minute.
I think people who tinker on people are doctors. I don't think Langham's a doctor.
Boy, he just fixed me up, you know.
You are made
Oh
of
well.
metal.
I'm like a machine
And
doctor, Rudy. But Aldwin, I do have something rather important that I think is worth talking about. If you could uh, just try and listen for just a little bit, but I think we
Sure,
should get
sure.
everybody together and kind
If
of
we could
discuss it.
talk about it just a little less loudly, just a little
Yeah,
more
man, for sure.
quieter.
Don't worry about it.
all
Yeah,
the
man,
ants
no,
on my
don't worry
body
about it.
And I'm
simultaneously wake up when he says
I'm
that,
like
and then I
rubbing my
loud
eyebrows.
yawn.
just rub. You feel the biscuit helped just the smallest amount. You feel rough. While this is happening, I think Leo is also in the bar according to Tailspire. Is that right, Nate?
Yes.
So just
I am.
Leo just saunter over.
Yeah, I'm just over there at the bar.
Leo's
drinking.
not. Leo didn't drink last night. Leo was nursing a hangover. Leo's
Indeed.
back to
So
peak. He's good.
I'm okay. I'm feeling all right.
All right, you saunter over. The last person to wake up is Ephesus. And unfortunately, you don't get to tell me where you wake up. I know where you wake up. All right.
Wherever you think you are.
And where you wake up,
Snap.
you only have a cowboy hat. You have no idea where your clothes are. All right. Your mic is
You
muted.
said no body. I'm just a cowboy hat now.
Nope. You don't have any idea where any of your clothes are other than your cowboy hat, which you're still wearing as you come to. All right.
The
One,
cowboy
you
hat maybe
feel
dropped somewhere that may surprise
terrible.
you.
All right. You
Oh,
feel
no.
so bad. Your body is sore. Your head's pounding. You had way too much to drink. All right. You're wrapped, kind of tangled, really, in a sheet on a bed.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're barely getting your mind back together, because of you being hungover, you're going to have disadvantage on perception checks until your next short rest is completed. So just keep that in mind. But could you roll me a perception check with disadvantage real quick?
Reese, I want to go back to the bar and be like, you got one more biscuit. And I just want to start breaking it and feeding it to all the ant colonies.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, we've got biscuits, and she just hands you a little biscuit, and the ants dissolve it. It's gone.
There you go, guys. Maybe this will help some. I did buy
Oh.
20 beers last night.
Sorry, that is an 18.
An 18? On an 18,
I'll be
you
right
are
back.
able
Gotta
to
check my
like
pizza.
creak your eyes open just enough, to notice the fully naked tiefling woman in the bed next to you.
Hell yeah.
Does he have
Who's
teeth?
actually sitting up out of the bed, and you see she's trying to do that thing where she thinks you're still asleep, and she's trying to very quietly get her clothes off the floor. because she thinks you're still out of it, and she's like trying to find in the mess of the clothes on the floor where all of her clothes are. You see, she picks up a pair of your denim pants and is like, and then puts them back down. Like she's not gonna steal them, but she thought about it, and then she just like keeps looking for her clothes.
I've got another pair of them at
Can
home.
we,
if you want
hey
'em.
Reese, could we do this scene just a little bit slower?
Just
Just say it all again, just slow.
take it all in. She's dancing on the wind. All right, graceful, beautiful, huge rack.
AIDS.
Let's go.
Tiefling aids. You'll have to
Horns
say
on
the good
polish,
in a minute.
beautiful.
You'll have to say the way her beautiful tiefling horns catch the morning sunlight makes you both think she's more beautiful and hurts your eyes. You say, I've got to pair this back home, and she goes, oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Yeah, they're lovely pants. Have you seen my skirt anywhere?
I look down at my legs and pull off the skirt.
You pull off the skirt. She goes, oh, okay, all right. And she takes that and slides the skirt on, and then she finds her blouse that she pulls over that kind of matches the skirt, and then a scarf that she swings over. She goes, well, I wish I could say last night was amazing. I really don't remember what happened. You also, I think you notice, even like just on a passive perception sort of situation, she seems a lot less. You know, she drank a lot. She seems a lot less hungover than you. She seems like it has not bothered her.
You not hungover, blood?
And she goes, "Oh, yeah, tiefling metabolism. I burn through liquor so fast. Most people get a hangover. Not me. Just a quick nap and I'm back to it. Not a problem.
Are you sure there's
If
not like
only.
an El Sur around here you want to go to for brunch?
I mean, they have brunch downstairs. They'd make great biscuits. I do need to find the rest of my party. I don't know where Monty and everyone ran off to. So,
Yo!
Monty.
yeah, we have a job we're supposed to be getting to today. I don't remember what it was, but I knew it was important. So I should probably find them. Has anyone? And you see, she starts like looking around. She goes, "Have you seen a staff?" Oh, and she like reaches underneath the bed and pulls out a staff. She goes, "All right, there that is." She goes, "Well, it's been lovely. You were lovely. See you around." And she dimension doors out of the building.
Well, there she
Um,
goes.
Man, she wanted under there. That was like a 4th or 5th level spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
gotta
I
get
actually
outta
think
here.
it'd be a good moment for you to roll an insight check.
I hate that I'm
And
doing
Dan roll a
terribly.
con save.
I hate that I'm doing terribly in roleplay right now, but this food looks so good. Okay, what'd you say I needed?
You need to roll an insight check,
An insight
and then
check.
follow up on a con save.
Okay. The first one will be insight. It's a 13 plus 6.
So 19.
Yep.
On a 19, you recognize she was going to get out of there in a hurry, and for a minute you realize she never once tried to address you by your name, and maybe she didn't remember it.
Oh,
You know, that's kind of one of the best type of nuts. I don't remember her name either.
She saved you guys both the trouble.
That's it. I'm out.
That works. All right.
And now for the Constitution save.
This is the scary one. Okay. Does a 14 pass?
A 14 doesn't.
All right. How about a luck point?
You can use a load point if you choose to use a load point on this.
I do. Does a 17 pass?
A 17 does pass. The DC was 15. You're cleared of tiefling aids. You're okay.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
You're
Ooh.
you're so close. Which since the joke we played on Ethan, I have wrote mechanics for if someone does catch an STD in this game, you have disadvantage on all charisma based checks while under the effects of an STD. Okay,
There's
that's
no
true.
But I don't
cure.
get
Oh my gosh,
diseased
you
as
have
a
to, like, go to
paladin,
a
am I right?
clinic
Yeah,
to get it
they-
taken care of.
One more time.
You have to go to a clinic to get healed.
You have to go to a cleric. You have to get at least a lesser restoration cast.
Hey,
If
if anybody, I can do that in private if people want. Just let me know.
I'm taking that to my
Alduin
3.
does have the benefit of being a paladin, which makes him immune to diseases, so he can never have this problem. So
Yo.
he can.
I can do that too.
How does that work
Um,
for a robot?
I don't think he can have sex. If I'm being real with you, I'm not totally sure he was built with
Well,
genitals.
that's
I
bad.
don't think he was like.
Bang, 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 bang,
Lindsay, I'm
bang.
so sorry.
That
What?
one got Ethan. That one got Ethan. No, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Quick.
What's my character sheet? How to get the dice? A Constitution 21.
Yeah.
You know what?
A what?
21
21?
plus 8.
21.
Can
That is
you
a
do
that is a
something for me?
success.
I sure hope so. There must be a kitty in Tantan's room.
There has to be a kitty in Tantan's room. That's the way. Line.
He pulls out a
Actually,
One
full-size
that's
second.
where I'm
raccoon.
hiding. He's letting me drink a little bit.
He's like, I kept hearing his voice. I don't see him anywhere though. That little green bubble isn't
Please,
appearing on
Ethan, let
Discord.
me
He
have
must
a
be
little bit.
somewhere. He's like, I took my
We forgot to
headphones
punch
off
holes
5
in my
minutes ago.
box.
Oh,
Another
look at
cat.
the kitty on Tantan's nightstand. Oh, it's Soxy. Yeah, I say it.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I was busy working.
No worries.
Getting my pizza and stuff.
Real. That's what I have.
Let me.
I had Kobe's, which was hibachi food. Very easy.
One moment. No,
Word.
I have to double check something.
You said actually you didn't pass.
Like you
died.
did pass, but
Uh-oh.
He was like, I have to see how robot genitals work again.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
no, I have to work on a very specific ruling of something. That's this is a very unique situation and unique use of something, and I'm trying to figure out how it would work in contrast to what I'm dealing with right now. But I think first of all, you pass the con save, so you only take 8 fire damage. Upon taking 8 fire damage, roll a perception check.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, it'll be with disadvantage.
You guys have inspired me to use real dice tonight.
Heck yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, nice, man.
Shout out
perception
my
check?
metal dice from Reese and my acrylic dice from Coleman.
Uh-oh. Well, that's a nat 1.
On that one, you don't know what's happening, but you just know that your whole body is extremely hot. The ants start to try to jump off of you. You're
Hey,
heating up rapidly.
Guys, what happened? What happened? Leo, Alvin!
Langham and Alduin, you guys who are very close to him, one, he starts to smell like bacon because of all the grease that has been rubbed on him. But two, you guys can visibly see the metal on him heating up.
My
Oh my
ants,
gosh.
no! What's
Can I
happening?
do?
Um,
Is this like Oh God, can I do like an Arcana check to see if something's going on with him?
Can I
Yes.
throw
what do I do?
whatever
I
drink is
absorb
closest?
elements?
Okay, all right. We'll resolve a couple things real quick. Does absorb elements is a reaction if you're getting hit, right?
I'll be right back.
What if I touch him? Be like, oh, ouch.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
theoretically. Langham, roll the Arcana check. Nate, what were you trying to do?
Can I just throw whatever drink is closest to me on him?
You're gonna light me on
Absolutely.
fire. It's a
Absolutely.
tavern.
No one else is. No one
It
else
can
has
be
grabbed.
beer, dog.
No one
Beer's
else
not
has gotten a drink right now because everyone's
No.
hungover. So it's just the dwarf guy one table over. So you grab this dude's tankard and throw it, and it sizzles. It just the heat. Langham, did you roll Arcana?
I did. So I actually have advantage on Arcana checks, and I rolled,
Okay.
which is good because one was a nat 1, and
That's
the other was
tough.
a 17. So
On a 17,
25.
you recognize,
5.
weirdly enough, you, as a transmutation wizard, would recognize a transmutation spell. Somebody cast heat metal on Rudy. Rudy's body is heating up because someone has cast a heat metal spell on his metal body.
Why is my metal hot?
Oh my
I
God,
will
can we
allow.
Ouch.
He took 8 damage. I will allow you, Tantan, if you want to have that to 4 and take the other damage with absorb element.
I'm sure if you don't mind.
Thank you. So I'll only take 4 damage.
Yeah, you only took 4 damage.
Wait,
Um,
somebody cast heat metal on him?
Someone cast some heat metal on. Yes.
Okay.
can I look around to see if I see who did it?
Immediately going to turn to the dwarf that's right there.
The
And be like, listen here, buddy.
You see this dwarf whose drink you just took stands up with a chicken bone from a rotisserie chicken that he just finished eating and goes, "Listen here, you fucking cat. That was my beer, and you're in my face. Back the fuck up." Okay.
Did I look around to see if I see who actually cast it?
Roll perception. And you can roll it straight because you're not hungover.
I
Let's
would say,
go.
could I give him the help action, but I'm hungover. I'm definitely not giving it.
You could give him the help action, which would
Yikes.
just give him advantage if you want. That would.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey man, there.
Well, that. Thank you for the help action, but it actually was my second roll was worse, so I got a 10 total.
On a 10, you. Here's what I will say. You have no idea who cast it, but as a transmutation wizard, you know that heat metal is a touch spell. Somebody would have to have been close to him to touch him.
Oh. Guys, this is a touch spell. Someone would have had to have touched him. Wait, so that means that someone had to touch him as soon as it happened?
It is an instantaneous spell. Someone would have had to have touched him in the past 10 seconds.
Reese, I didn't feel nothing when someone touched me.
You did not, no?
Okay. I guess that's what rolling a nat 1 on perception does for you.
Oh.
Can I roll perception?
Absolutely, yeah.
I got a 21.
21, you also don't know. You look around and you're like, the only people close to him have been us. You don't know who could have touched him.
So this was within the last few seconds,
dude?
right?
Was
Yeah,
somebody
this was in the
invisible
last
and
few
they
seconds.
dipped?
The last few seconds?
Yo, guys,
Hey, everybody.
Back up.
Everybody, stick your arms out and spin around.
Oh, I take my sword out and I hold it as far out as I can and go like in a helicopter motion.
Okay.
Do we hit anybody?
You do not hit anyone.
Dang it.
Guys, either
Actually, I'm
he's
gonna
not
make this
there
fair.
or I cut straight
I'll
through
make
him.
this fair. Let's make this a roll. I'm going to say each of you can roll an attack roll with disadvantage because you're just swinging kind of wildly.
Okay.
I rolled an
Just add
18
like
and a
a
nat
melee
20
with whatever
race.
we have.
I rolled an 18 and a nat 20 for a total of 28.
I will
I
say
rolled
on a nat 20.
That was the way I had disadvantage, right?
Yeah. No.
I got 18.
You only have disadvantage on perception checks.
I
Not
thought you told
on
us.
attacks.
I thought you told us all to make attacks with disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I got an 18.
On an 18, okay. What did everybody else
18
roll?
plus 10, So 28.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I got a 12 total.
Actual total.
Alduin does not feel like swinging right now. I'm
Okay,
gonna
that's
be
fair.
honest.
I will say on a 28, which is an insanely high roll. On a 28, Rudy can cross off the board that if someone was invisible, they're not here anymore. You didn't hit anything. You know that if someone was invisible and hit you with a spell, they have left. They have dipped out.
Guys, they ain't here no more. Let's find them. Can I like roll investigation? See if I can see any traces of anything. Like they left
Absolutely,
something.
yeah. You can roll investigation. Anybody who would like to can roll investigation.
Oh.
I'll roll an investigation as well.
Can I roll investigation?
Yeah, like I
I
said,
got a
anyone who would
12,
like.
Reese. I got a
On a
12.
12,
I got an 11.
you guys, I
I
mean,
got a 15.
you wouldn't even know where to start looking at the problem. Like you're
I'm
like,
gonna ask my aunts if they saw anything. Like, guys, something happened. Did y'all see anything? Anybody? You know?
I'll roll for the
My bad.
ants.
That was actually a 9 on the die. I thought it was a 6. So it's actually 14. I don't know if that'll change anything, but
I
I
would
got
say. No, you go ahead. Tell me what you got.
I got a 19 on the die. Or sorry, a 19 total.
Okay.
I got a 14.
What did
I mean, a
Ephesus
15.
get? A 15. Okay. Here's
Reese,
what I
what do
will
my
say.
aunts get?
I would say your ants don't add anything to this, so your ants got a 2. Your ants got a 2 on the die. They have no idea, dude.
They're all
They have no
screaming
idea,
because
dude.
your metal's still hot.
They're all freaking
Your
out.
ants
Okay.
They all turned into fire ants.
You see that they all go into the burrowed parts of your body to try to hide from heating up metal. You can feel that the dirt in you is now just being pushed out as they're trying to create walls to stop any heat. Like
I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong.
I will say a 19 total. What Alduin sees is that there is a small scratch mark on the back of Rudy where someone would have had to have made contact with this spell. You see that there is like a scratch, but that's all you see.
Would I be able to determine like what made that scratch? Like if it was like a bladed weapon or like
Yeah,
something a little more blunt?
it's definitely something with a point to it. You can definitely tell that you're not totally sure if it was a weapon because it's not a very big scratch. You know, like if it was a dagger, you'd be like, well, this is not very. This would have to be a thin dagger. You know, but you could tell that something with a point for sure made contact across the surface of Rudy's metal body. I mean,
Look, I'm not 100% with my mental faculties right now. But there's a little mark on the back of Rudy. It was anybody who was paying more attention than me. Do y'all happen to remember if anybody walked behind him?
I
not
didn't
that
see
saw.
anybody.
No, we were
I
all
sure
right there
didn't see
with Rudy,
nothing.
but-
It looks like it was
Well-
made by something with a point. Whether that was like a needle or a weapon, I'm not sure.
Well, guys, I do have something that I think may I don't know if it'll shed any clarity, but it might be related. So last night, this is what I wanted to talk to all of you guys about. While we were waiting, we actually ended up someone dropped a note for me. I assume it was intended for us. And the note says, I'm actually gonna drop it in here. I'm into gaming. It's in the Discord chat real quick. Is that okay, Reese? If I drop it
that's
in for
fine.
everybody to see?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, I might just read it because my computer's acting dumb. But it says, a transgression born of fool's ambition. Reconciliations must be made. Go to the honey and him, ask for the Cobrian red. Does that mean anything to anybody?
We win one battle ball game, and now everyone wants to kill us. What the heck?
Well, I'm pretty sure that we did make somebody mad back when we first got into Dolphroma. You see, Langham, you weren't
did?
really around for this, and I barely was. But you know,
Okay.
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna mouth out humans. I'm not actually gonna say it.
Okay.
We're supposed to be transported here and go to the head marketer, CEO, advisor, Leah Lacrosse. and we kind of got in the middle of that, and they didn't really get there. So that could definitely be a transgression.
I think Bill already told him.
Ask.
Reese, I had a question. Do we ever get a long rest? Or
You got a long rest. It's not yet. Technically, you all
okay,
got a long
okay.
rest
Making sure.
from like sleeping, but you're just some of you are hungover. That's all. Like,
Hmm.
I will also say, upon reading
way-
the note, Langham, why don't you roll me a? I'm gonna say, roll me a history check real quick.
Okay. I also want to say that the message is sending, but I forgot that I'm on a hotspot, so it's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
That's totally fair.
His check. I got 11 on the die plus 8, 19.
On a 19, you know the Honey and Him is a tavern that's not in Dalfroma. It's like 6 hours outside of the city. It's like a tavern that people would, like a rest stop that people would stop at if they were traveling to and from the city. It's not inside of Dalfroma.
Okay. So the person that you guys that were supposed to visit and meet, are they in Dalframa? Or are they an outside party?
You guys know, I think everybody for fact knows that she is a high merchant, meaning she is like a very prominent member. She's just under merchant superior as far as somebody who is a prominent member of the Merchants Guild here. And you know the Merchant Guild runs the city. You know that she would have to be in Dolphroma for most of her business. Now she did meet Leo in Moontown at a bank, so obviously she travels. But her home of operations has to be Moontown because she is in the business of the Merchants Guild in Dolphroma, so she's got to be in Dolphroma.
So, quick question. Can we? I know Rudy's ants are kind of just a almost like gag at this point, or a bit. But could we use some of those to scout out and run to the Merchants Guild and see if Leah Lacrosse is there?
You
Reason-
absolutely could, and
I
also
can cast Bee Speech at will because one of my Eldritch invocations.
let's go.
I want to take out 3 of my ants and be like, okay, hey, listen, I have a very important mission to send you. Wait, how many of us are there? There's what, 5 of us? I send out 5 of my ants.
I'm not
Well, I
there
need
yet.
you to go to. I need you to go to the, what was the tavern called?
The Honey and Him.
The
Well,
Honey.
It's like
Honey
6
and
hours
him.
out of town.
You think you
Yeah,
guys
you
can
know,
make
for
it?
these ants, that would a week probably to get to. Like,
They'd also probably get eaten
Send
by
them
a
on
bird.
Bill. Send them on Bill.
What if we just used them to run to the Merchants Guild and see if Leah Lacrosse is there?
I need you
Because
to
if
run
she-
to the Merchants Guild and see if Lear Lacrosse is there.
you see these ants go.
Yes, sir.
These ants go. Absolutely. Now, who is Leah Lacrosse? More importantly, what is a Leah Lacrosse?
Okay, I'm gonna make a police sketch.
Okay, here we go. This
Have
is a
you seen this
performance
man?
check for sure.
Performance check.
Have you seen this man?
All right. Does anybody who's seen her want to give me some help?
I'm
I
not
see
in the
her?
room with you, sadly.
Would Ephesus like to be? He could make his way downstairs.
I made an
mean.
investigation check, so I want to see how that goes.
You made an investigation check. You find the tiefling lady. That she definitely left without underwear on. That's what you find because you're in a room upstairs that was unimportant to what's going on downstairs.
Gotcha.
So that's what you find. That's what you find. That's what you.
There we go. That's all we needed.
That's
Also,
what,
I'd like
What
to
you
think
do with that information
Rudy,
will determine how the party thinks about you from now on.
you like put it in your hat, but really, I was
He's
thinking
still
like since you asked
saying
how many of us
You
there
know,
were,
like
and
the
that's how
guys
many
with
ants,
the guys with the well, not anymore because it's illegal, but the lifted trucks, whatever they're called.
yeah, the
And they'll
SWAT
put 'em
truck.
on-
Yeah.
they'll put-
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang it on Bill like that on his unicorn horn.
Speaking of which, you don't know where Bill is right now.
It was definitely blackout drunk. So
Bill
like
was
to
in the
admit-
bar last night and was drinking heavily. You don't, and he did. I will say up front, he failed the contest. He did get very drunk. Okay, so but you don't know where he's at.
I just thought about that, and he could just teleport anywhere. Like he could just be anywhere.
That's why Alden's having such a good morning, even though he's hungover.
And then
Um,
I'll go downstairs.
So,
Ethan, what'd you roll on your
Rudy,
performance
since-
check on these?
I haven't done it yet.
Okay, I was
Hey,
like,
did I
what'd
see
you
Leo
roll for this police
Lacrosse?
sketch?
I will give
Did I
help.
see what her name was? Leo Lacrosse, whatever his name was.
That is
I-
an 11
I don't think you're actually.
for a
um,
7 for an 18 on performance.
Did you get the help action I just gave you?
He
What-
did
what-
now.
Well,
He did.
I was about to say it was emphasis down. That
You see that Ephesus walks downstairs, and you see he looks over your shoulder and goes, horns are a little bit longer. You know, that's
it worked because that's a 15. That makes it a 22.
you draw a very surprisingly accurate sketch of Leo Lacrosse. You see
I'm, like,
I
using
mean,
my thumb
you
for
can't use
shading and
colors,
everything.
but you get the facial features and everything right. It looks really good. You hold that up to the ants, I assume.
Yeah.
I believe in you guys.
You see the
got
ants.
this.
The ants look at her for like a long time before saying anything. Okay, there's just a long pause of the ants are staring. We're really trying to study these features, and I'm just gonna make this an honest to God roll of the dice on whether or not these ants have the
Roll
intelligence to
Duskfire.
remember
Hold on,
what these
wait.
guys
Roll a
look
little
like.
Duskfire.
I would. Hold on, let me see if this will even work. I want. Oh, never mind. I was gonna give them enhance ability, but I don't think it would help in this situation.
One of the ants.
what is there an enhance ability that enhances intelligence? Because
Oh,
that's
there
what
is. They have advantage on intelligence checks.
that's what this would be. This is an intelligence
Okay,
check.
I'm gonna use enhance ability.
On the
Okay,
chosen
okay.
ant.
Okay, use enhance ability. You're going to give them advantage on this check. I'm going to make it DC 10 for them to remember these features.
What is their?
They don't. They have a -2
What's their modifier?
to intelligence. They're not
And
smart.
I'm gonna sing them a little ditty and give them bardic inspiration. Come on,
Let's
guys,
go.
you can do it.
Okay, I love this. First roll.
Can I cast bless?
Hey guys, first roll 18 on the die. These ants remember. Okay, these ants.
You guys are
Oh
my
my
5
gosh,
chosen
those
ants.
geniuses.
I believe in you.
These ants lock in. You see these
Hey,
ants
Rudy,
turn.
as they leave,
Keep going, Lincoln. You keep talking.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
okay.
guys. I think I have a little bit of lag. Hey,
No, you're good.
Rudy, as they leave, since you asked how many of them there are, and you asked how many of us there were, I'd like to imagine that as they're like gonna go, you're gonna be like, okay, little emphasis, okay, little Langham, okay, little Goblin.
You see-
Alright, and
you-
then the one that got the intelligence check. Goodbye, little
Yeah.
Rudy. You're the chosen one. And I put him down.
You see,
We
you
all
put him
joke
down.
about that.
You put them down. You see the ants huddle up, and you hear one central ant go, "Bravo 6 going dark," and they vanish off the table.
I salute him as they go out.
Left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, as they march out.
The ants go marching one by one. Yeah, exactly, and they
God bless our
vanish off the
troops.
table. Are you guys just gonna wait here for these ants, or do you have another plan?
I want to go to.
I think Rudy would know that, like, he is the ant colony. They live inside of his body, inside dirt and roots and stuff that has decayed into him over years of being stuck in. They know how to get back to the colony. They will find you. They will hunt the queen forever. So wherever you go, they're going to follow. If when they are done with their mission, they will get back.
But if they don't
So-
find me, I'll find them.
I wanna go to Wendell's shop real quick.
I also want to go to Window Shop.
Okay. What was Oscar? You were to say something?
Oh, I was gonna say that I wanted to clarify that that I did tell the group I was gonna be like, hey guys, just so you guys know, the Honey and Him, it's like 6 hours out of here, so it's not really a local place here. It's definitely somewhere where if we're out there, it's not like we got the protection of the city or it's like a public place. It's more of like a rest stop type area. So if we
I'm
do
also
end
gonna
up going
say,
there,
given the information that was just given to him, Langham, roll a investigation check.
They threatened my ants, so now I must threaten them. I am Oath of Vengeance. They did kind of heat metal me.
so it was a 6 on
Revenge.
the die. And my investigate's a +5, so 11.
11. I will say on an 11 because that is above a 10, which is what I was shooting for because this is a hard stretch for you to be able to put together. Um, uh, you read that note. Alduin pitched a possible transgression that they could be upset with you about, or someone could be upset with you about. You read the note again, a transgression born of a fool's ambition. You don't think them trying to hide a bunch of humans from a lady they don't know is a fool's ambition necessarily? It just seems like it's cautious. Like you don't understand the fool's ambitions part of this note. You're like, I don't want what transgression has happened that was born of a fool's ambition. Like what were we doing? What have any of us done recently that would have been born of
You're gonna
fool's
talk to
ambition?
what?
You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I think
So,
that's something that just like
okay.
starts kicking the back of your mind for a second, where you're just like,
Okay, I'm like, huh.
I don't know where that would have plugged in that conversation, you know?
Yeah. Huh. Oh, that's really interesting. I don't know. Well, I think if we want to go to the shop and just kind of think about it for a little bit, I think I'm down too. We can go around at least until the ants do their reconnaissance.
Well, and I'm sure that if we throw some gold his way, Wendell can probably just teleport us over there.
All right, so you guys head to Wendell's shop.
Yep.
Hell yeah! We wand over to Ross's Robust Reliquary, as some people in the city like to call it.
call it?
I call it Triple R myself, like
That's
Triple H, the equipment.
Yeah, the equipment distribution. Yeah.
You got this, Pantan.
from Premium.
I'll go.
They
What's up,
sponsor our
Jay?"
golf.
Fantasy Hamp is there. Yeah.
Wendell, I have a question. Oh, what's up, Gormish?
Yeah, you see Gormish goes, hello! Okay, well,
Hey!
I've been thinking about it. Other than our weird thing in the alley, I've got no problems with you.
Yeah, man.
Also, you left saying you had to get your memories back, never showed back up. What the hell happened there?
I got my memories back. So,
Fantastic. Tell me everything you know about Gormish. Tell me
So,
everything you know.
he
You
was
see
a
this guy is
wizard.
panicking.
I was a druid. He was doing some questionable things, right? He tried to destroy our kingdom. He didn't try. He did. Escaped to the Feywild. Started cloning himself. And I don't know. There's just some clones out there, man. You know, he ain't a really good guy, but I don't know where he is now.
Right. Okay.
In a while
You
since I saw him.
You see that he walks off to a back room and Wendell comes out and he's got a board in there full of yarn that he's been, attaching different things to. I think he's trying to put it together. I'm not totally sure what his plan is, if we're being honest. Um, everyone, hey, how's everyone doing?
Good. I got my memories back. I'm pretty sure I met the god of all goblin and goblin kind. Kinda weird.
You met Gore?
Yeah, that guy. Wait.
Gore's a
was that-
Goblin King. Yeah.
That's like my name, Gormost.
It's an interesting guy, Gore. I've met
He
him
was
a
like
couple times.
small, and then he was like big, but then he was like small again. It really makes sense.
Yeah, he has a perspective distorting ability.
I don't know if I must have just been hung over there too because I still can't really see that well. But
He likes to keep himself acquitted. At that point, when he says Gore, you hear in your mind him go, "Damn it!" as you just like he didn't want someone to say his name, you know.
what do you mean?
And you hear Gore go, "Forget anything you heard. Forget my name."
Who's talking to me?
We made a deal, all right?
Oh, okay, all right. Oh,
You're borrowing
your
my
name's
power.
Gore? Your name's
You're
Gore?
borrowing my power. I'm here for the ride.
Hey, my
Wendell
name's
is a
Gore.
jackass. Don't listen to anything he says.
Okay. Is it fine if I buy some stuff from him? Cause like I don't know
I
if
suppose that's fine.
my equipment isn't necessarily up to date.
I suppose that's fine. What do you mean your equipment's not up to date? You have my sword.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I meant. I meant like my armor, but like this right here is perfect. And I kind of like hold my sword and say, "This is good. This is good."
You don't need armor. You're made of metal.
Well, see, that's what I thought, but lately I've been getting hit a lot, and fun. Every time I eat, I'm like, oh man, that hurt. But like, if I had armor, I'd be like, it's fine.
Very well. And then he goes silent. Ethan, you about to try to say something to Wendell?
Yeah. Wendell. So we recently came into a little bit of money. Before I get to my actual ask, do you have anything that can?
Oh, he froze.
No, he
No.
froze.
Imagine he just
I wonder
lost
if he just
power.
lost power.
I say they probably just lost power.
I had to go move.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Oh,
I'm back.
that'd be so sad.
Yeah, I
had
think
to
he
go
lost
move
power.
the taco.
You've got to go move the taco?
I had to go move the taco.
What is?
Was it in a dangerous place?
What?
I think he would have been fine.
For the trees.
I'm so confused.
Just a coma.
Oh,
Taco.
I had to
Oh,
move it
okay.
up the hill.
I didn't know
The
what was
taco
happening.
bomb.
I
Gonna
saw
get
Big
flooded?
T, and then there was someone else, and I was like, oh, word.
That was my brother.
I didn't know you had a brother, Big T.
I have
He has a younger brother. And
Yep.
2 sisters.
four
Twin
sisters.
Word.
4 sisters. He has
Whoa,
2 twin sisters
Coleman,
that
I
I've
know you're
met.
also from a big family.
I have 2 half sisters that are older than me. Then I'm the oldest of like my group.
Okay, which is your younger brother and then your 2 young sisters, correct? Yeah, they're twins.
Yep.
They look just like him.
Who?
Wow.
Your sisters.
They don't look like me.
Yes,
Reese
they do.
being
Hey.
Candy's not here, I want to
Yes,
ask
they do.
Wendell about some magical armor or anything he's got.
All right. We can do that, but one moment. I'd like to say to everybody, if Ethan pops back up, pretend like no died. All right, and that we're pitched combat. Okay, if he pops back up, just be like, all right, no,
Gorbash,
you
what
roll
are
your
you
first,
doing
roll your
here?
first cast saving throw of Langum. You're on 1 HP. Go.
Gorbash cast power kill. I freaking die.
I was gonna say, man, I don't know what to do. I'm the only one with full HP. What's going on?
I
Guys,
do
I'm out of
think he
spell
just lost
slots. I feel like
power.
Magikarp when he has to use flail.
Distract him, Langham. Distract
He
him.
goes, I use flail, and then he just takes out his flail.
You see that Wendell looks at you and he goes, all right, what kind of
Struggling.
armor are you looking for? What are you in the market for? And what are you willing to spend?
Well, as old Adwood said, we recently come into some money, and I'm just needing some heavy armor to keep me well protected. I know I made a metal, but it's been taking some dents here lately. That's just something to.
All
Something
right,
strong.
I could probably work something up. And you see that he walks over to a what looks like a grandfather clock. Like it's got the big clock on top, and it's got the screen. You see, he opens it, and sitting in the back of the clock is a suit of armor that he just pulls out. He goes, "Right, yeah, I had a dummy that this was on. Dummy broke, and then I forgot to buy another one, and then I saw it in the clock. But and you see, he pulls out. It looks fairly basic as far as armor goes. What you see is like a really nice plate mail. It's polished, it's clean, it doesn't look super fancy anymore. All right. He goes, yeah, this belonged to a knight. He tried to go solo a dragon, didn't work out. His body incinerated out of the armor, but the armor itself remained intact. He goes, so in pretty good condition. Nothing, smells a little burnt. I'll be honest, but other than that, it's in really good shape. You see that the longer you look at it, the cleaner it seems to look. He pulled it out of there. Looks like a regular set of. The longer you look at it, it kind of gleams a little bit, kind of glows a little bit. Looks like if it's polishing itself, the more it's sitting there. And he goes, but yeah, as far as I remember, it's just a basic, magical set of armor. Nothing super fancy in its enchantments, but it was very helpful until the moment that he was burned.
Well, yeah, usually there's a lot of stuff that's helpful till you get burned.
Yeah, that's been my understanding. He goes, I'll give it to you for 200 gold.
let's keep looking just for a little bit. Anything just something to keep me just going. You know, I don't want to get hurt that much. It's not very. I might be made of metal, but I still feel pain.
That's a good line if it was used anywhere else but here.
Here.
You guys all right?
He's like,
I respect that.
Reese, what armor was it?
It was a +1 plate mail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rudy has his first love in his robot body, broken up with, you know, I'm metal, but I can still feel pain.
So Wendell, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have about 3,000 gold right now. I want something good. I want
Okay.
something great. Yeah.
He pulls out
Hold
like
on.
armor with like racing stripes on it.
I mean, that actually would be hilarious.
It gives me
I am going to
+1
pull
for the
up
movement.
everything I think Wendell has in his shop right now. And we're gonna see what I think the best option here is.
Because up until now, Rudy has been wearing like leaves and logs.
That's true.
13 AC ain't cutting it no more.
13 AC is
wow.
not cutting it anymore. You're right.
13 AC is pretty low.
It's just
That's
my
my
base
AC,
armor.
and I'm a little
It's my
squishy gnome.
race armor.
He's like, I wear a cloak, and you're made of metal. Like
Yeah.
you're
Listen, man.
That's
Just because I'm made of
crazy,
metal don't
man.
mean I still can't get hit.
He goes, all right, well, I've really only got one other good, decent bit of armor. You see that he walks behind the counter and he rolls out on a stand. He goes, this was the scales of the dragon that killed that guy. And he rolls out dragon scale mail. You see he's got a set of red dragon scale mail, which is a medium armor. It adds a +1 to AC and it gives you a resistance to the damage type of that dragon. So you'd be resistant to fire damage. He goes, no, this pretty guy right here would cost you 2,000 gold, but I didn't figure that was in your budget. But now that you're saying you've got 3,000, don't know.
Well, it seems that I might have lied to you. I don't seem to have 3,000. But what if we marked it down some? What about around 1,800, 1,700?
He's trying to lie to a god.
He's trying to barter with a god, not
I'm
lie.
in this. I want you to know I'm in this room with them.
And I'm not lying.
And I'm just
I
laughing.
thought I had 3,000. I
don't. I'm trying to hold it back.
Okay, give me a persuasion check. No.
You said
I would say the DC to talk Wendell down from price is always 20 plus, but you're only asking to come down 300 gold, so I'll say it's gonna be 20 flat.
Is it half? Wait, what would you say the first one was? Like plate +1?
Yes, it's plate +1 was the first one, and then the second one was red dragon scale mail.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to look.
I think I used to have that.
I think you had blue dragon scale mail.
How much AC is red dragon scale mail?
Depends on what your AC is.
I think it would depend on. Hold on, we can find out.
Because I'm looking and I can't find dragon scale mail.
It's in there. I know it's in there.
Yeah.
Hold on. We'll find out. Hold on. Give me a moment.
It's not armor of fire resistant scale mail, is it?
It shouldn't be. Hold on.
There's cast off, armor of gleaming, scale mail, smoldering, adamantine, fungal spores, weightless, fallen, mithril.
No, I've got it. I found it. Here we go. While wearing this, you give a +1 to AC. It has a 14, but I'm pretty sure medium armor, you add your dex bonus to the armor.
Okay, that's 15 total.
So that's 15 total, and you would have resistance to fire damage. Additionally, you can focus your senses as an action to magically discern the distance and direction of the closest red dragon within 30 miles.
Oh, word. Okay.
You have advantage on saving throws against the frightful presence and breath attacks that dragons would have.
Word. And the other one is plate +1, right?
It's plate +1, yeah.
I get a plus. Uh, it's either 20 AC or 14 and dragons, or 15 and dragons.
20 AC kind of sounds great there. I ain't gonna lie
20
to you.
20 AC sounds pretty great. I think I'll take the shiny plate mail.
Then he goes, all right, that's 200 gold.
All right, and I hand him 200 gold.
And he goes, all right, I'll appreciate that. So he takes it, and you see that he magically collapses it. He goes, all right, anyone else here to buy a special item?
Wendell,
And
I
you
got a
don't happen-
question for you.
Oh, okay, let him go.
Oh, let him go ahead if he's buying stuff.
No, do you don't happen to have anything to maybe Reese? I want to ask if he has anything like a ring or something that could like raise my spell safety at all. Any kind of magical item like that?
I am not at the current, but I could piddle around and see if some of my suppliers could find you something. Speaking of my suppliers, I need to call one. And you see that he goes, Monty! And Monty just appears immediately in the room. And he goes, huh? Yes? And he goes, could you find me a ring that boosts people's ability to spell DCs and all of that? And he goes, I could probably find something for spell potency. Yeah, I could probably track something down. Is that all you called me here for? And he goes, yeah, pretty much. And he goes, yeah, okay, all right.
Hey, wait, Monty. Wait, Monty. What
yeah?
was the tiefling girl's name?
The tiefling girl?
Yes.
Oh, like in my team?
Yes.
Oh, Ravona.
Tell her F said hello.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll let it know.
Howdy, actually, because I'm country. Howdy.
Howdy.
I'll let it know. You see, I'm going to roll an insight check for Monty. He goes, oh, okay, yeah, I got you. And you see, he's like, understood. Anything else? And you see Wendell goes, no, that's all I needed. If you could get after it. And he goes, yep, all right. And you see that he just teleports out of the building.
Man,
And he goes, all right, well, I've got a guy looking for it, so we'll see.
do you have any idea of kind of how much that would be?
Well, it depends on how long it takes him to get it, what he has to go through to get it, and what I feel like charging.
Oh, okay. I'm just seeing because
Let me be clear. If Monty dies trying to get it, and I have to bring him back, it's going to cost him.
yeah, I understand that. But I don't think he'll die. He did pretty good at Battle Ball.
That's true, he did, but he did die one time on a job where I told him to go get this special magical.
I feel like a lot of people probably would have died on that. I mean,
Yeah, you said that there was extenuating circumstances, including another adventuring party, a sea serpent, and a dragon. And I said those all seem like variable factors that are part of the life of an adventurer, and not really something I should be concerned about.
Did he say there was a centaur there?
He did say there was a centaur. Yeah, he did say there was a centaur there.
some things happen.
He goes, one of those situations. But I give him a hard time. But truthfully, Monty's my best supplier. He does a wonderful job of tracking down the goods. So,
No, that's cool. He's pretty okay at Battle Ball, but like.
oh yes, Mr. Langham.
Hi, Wendell. I was actually gonna ask. This is honestly more money than I've ever seen in my entire life that I'm currently across.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I have a pretty sad existence. So I was thinking that if there was something that I could potentially purchase that would help a fellow, a magician, a wizard, if you will, like myself. Do you have anything like that, perhaps?
He goes, are you looking for something in particular, or are you just looking for a little gadget that would be fun for a wizard?
Ooh, I'm into gadgets. Anything kind of gadgety would actually be super sick.
Well, I can offer you. Well, let's see. Let's see what I've got in terms of fun things for wizards. Do you have a wand?
No, I only have staffs.
That's interesting. You see, I've got a wand of magic missile.
Oh. Okay.
And you know,
That's
very
sick. Wait a
very
second.
nice little a very nice little wand. Nothing too fancy. I'm willing to let go of it for about 300 gold. Um however, um I will have to give a disclaimer. The last wizard who owned it died, but it wasn't because of the wand. It was because he was an idiot.
Okay, all right, okay. And then I'm gonna be like, hold on, give me a second, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna tug on Ephesus cowboy duster, and I'm gonna be like, Ephesus, 300 is 300 a good amount for that?
What was it for? Sorry.
A wand of magic missile.
Can I do an insight check?
Absolutely. And you can do it with advantage because it's Wendell.
I was about to say.
And you know Wendell very well.
Okay. Okay, that was 15 plus insight. 15 plus 6 at 21.
A 21, you think a 21 is a pretty decent price that he's offering him for if it's a fully charged wand of magic missile, that's a pretty solid little magic item. It also, that like some wands like are not permanent. Like a lot of like spell wands, if the charges run out, they disappear. So you think if you were gonna talk him down, that would be your selling point to talk him down off of to try to get. But that's the only thing you can think of. But other than that, you think it's pretty.
I relay that to him, but also while I'm relaying that to him, is there anything you could throw in? Just for my buddy here, because he's pretty new to adventuring, and I want to make sure
Anything
he's
I
prepared.
could throw
and
in.
I'll throw 100 gold on top of that.
Whoa. Yeah.
Reese, I got a question.
Okay.
What would happen if I sold Wendell my sword and then left and summoned it back to me?
Wendell would track you down. I'm not going to make you roll for that. If you try to pull the trick on Wendell, he will find you. Okay.
he'll take in me. I have a
Okay.
specific set of skills.
And here's the thing: any item that's sold to Wendell that he does not then sell, he always knows where it is. Okay.
Word.
All right. He has a way of magically keeping track of every item in his shop that has not been sold. So if you sell it to him and then you snatch it back, he will immediately know where you are. Immediately find you. And there's no way you win that fight. You will just die. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
You see that Wendell goes, I'll throw in a metal of wit, if that'll work.
What is that?
A metal of wit is a common wondrous item that he can activate it as an action, and then doing so gives him advantage on intelligence checks and intelligence.
That'll work.
Once the property is used, it cannot be used against Joe. It's a once-time use item.
Okay.
All right. So I think Langham's like, oh, so how many magic missiles are charged on that bad boy?
It's got 7 charges.
So is it not fully charged?
It is fully charged.
Okay.
7 charges is its maximum.
Okay.
It does
All
regain 1d6 plus 6 charges at dawn regularly. So it refills. If you expend the last charge, however, you have to roll a nat. After you roll a 20, and if you roll a 1 on that 20, the wand breaks forever.
Okay. That sounds fantastic. Thank you, Alexis.
If you rolls in that 20, the wand breaks forever?
No, if you rolls a
If you
1
roll
on
a
a
one.
d20. Yeah. Yeah. And little fun fact, I'll read off the description. This one has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use your action to expend a charge to cast the spell Magic Missile from. 1 charge, you cast the spell at first level. You can expend multiple charges to cast it at higher levels, meaning you could cast it up to a 7th level Magic Missile if you wanted to.
Wow.
You just expend all the charges at once.
And then you potentially break it.
And then you potentially break it, yes.
That sounds sick. Yes, of course. Thank you,
Gotcha.
Wendell. And so I hand him over my 300 gold.
All right, and you can add a water magic missile and a medal of wit to your character
And
sheet.
I hand
And
him
if you
over
can't do it, I'll
100
do it for
gold.
you.
My
Since you're
heart
running off a
can't plus
hotspot,
one.
I can hook you up.
Please, if you would.
I've
Thank
got
you.
you.
And I'll also take off. How many gold did we make last time? I don't think I ever noted it.
You made 300 gold
300.
or 200. Was it 200 gold? Was that what I,
I thought we
said
got
when
like
you guys won Hannibal?
1,300.
I also thought we got like 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're right.
I think
I
it
was
was
thinking of a different
1,500,
thing.
yeah.
You're right. I gave you guys got like 1,300 gold apiece. That's right.
I added it to
Which
my thing. And I
is
wrote it
more
down.
money than
Wait,
Langham
I
has
got
ever seen.
1,300 gold.
Yeah, Langham's doing well. For the first time in his life, Langham is doing very well. Okay.
Langham's so happy. He's
Okay,
like asking Ephesus if like the coins that he's doing are like the right ones because he's never seen them that high.
And this used to be the president of Prowleon.
Huh?
That's a dumb joke.
Where do I add my gold? I'm dumb.
Here, I can help you. Actually, hold on. You would have.
Ah.
Boom. What you do is if you go to your inventory and where at the top where it says carried weight carried, if you'll go all the way over to the edge of that, you'll see a little thing that looks like a gold bar.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
You can click on that and it'll show you all of your monies that you could have, and then I already adjusted it for you. So you
Thank you.
of course, bud. And let me go ahead and add that medal of wit.
Oh man, I will say, according to my laptop battery, I only have like 15 more minutes of life.
That's okay because I think if Ethan's power's out, then you might just call it for the evening in the next 15 minutes.
His
So
power is
yeah,
so
okay.
out.
why is this not appearing? That's fine. I can add that custom. That's fine. We'll worry about that later. Does anyone else need to do anything? All right. Yeah. What's up?
I want to take Wendell aside and be like, hey, how much do you say I owed you in rent?
Like we're talking overall for the years that you lived here, 800 gold.
I'm going to pull out 800 gold or whatever equivalent that I have.
He goes, oh, emphasis. That's really kind. That's a really kind. You know, I know that I often make it seem like money is the most important thing to me, and I do love a good bargain. But I did mean it as a joke before. I never meant for you to actually pay. I was always happy to have. This is very kind, very sweet gesture. So I'll take it. But I will give you something in exchange. Does that seem fair?
That seems fair to you. I mean,
You see, he takes the coins and you see he puts them behind the counter, and you see that he reaches under the counter and pulls out a little box, kind of dusty on top, and you see he wipes the dust off. He goes, I've had these for a while. Moon Arms told me I wasn't to you until an appropriate occasion is what he said, which I don't know a more appropriate occasion than this one. You see, he turns the hands a little, opens it, and there are 6 glass bullets inside. All right. They're glass bullets, and they have a little bit of sand on the inside. And he goes, you see, Moon Arms used to have this knife that was called a chromatic time dagger, and he broke it one day, and we melted it down and made bullets out of it. We were only going to make 6, but these are chromatic time bullets that you can load in your gun. And you can add chromatic time bullets to your inventory.
Yes.
Shout out Wendell right now. Holy
Reese.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ethan wants to know if there's something that Wendell suggests for under $500 for him.
For under $500? For 500 gold for
I'll
him.
put 500 on for him.
Emphasis just giving out money, but
It's
when
his
I try
birthday.
to buy something,
No, last campaign was your time. I gave you as much money as you wanted last campaign.
I
And then
what I don't
And then
remember.
in return for that, you killed Gizergak and doomed everyone.
Listen, we were gonna die. Okay, I hated Gizzard Gag, and it was a better time as ever. Okay, it's not my fault. He was throwable and shootable. Okay, I picked him up,
Okay.
Shootable.
threw him, and shot him with a harpoon, and might have unleashed a god. Oh well, you took my shark god kill. I was gonna kill the shark, and then he looked at my soul and you shot him.
I don't know what that has to do with me giving you money, but you should be thankful. I was broke by the end of the last campaign.
I was broke at the start of the last campaign, and I never stopped. My whole
He was
character thing was
he
that I
never
was
made
broke.
money. That's actually true. He did never make.
The only thing I ever
Um,
bought for myself was that Orb of Strixos, and I never used it, ever.
Having 28.
That's true. You'd never used the Orb of Solitude. That's
Having 28.
weirdly enough
so
still
good.
has it. Weirdly enough.
Reese, I've been waiting for this. My AC's back at a respectable number. I'm fine.
I've been waiting for a few weeks to give Coleman those bullets. So,
Chromatic time blues are sick.
I love them. Thank you very much.
I was like, dragons are cool, but like 20 AC, it's kind of hard to pass that up. Reese, if we kill a dragon, can we use its scales and then make dragon scale mail armor?
You could, yeah. You'd have to have the like tools to do it. If you have smith tools, if
Yeah,
any of you are
smithing
proficient in
tools.
those, you could do that. Yeah.
Well, then Rudy's about to be learning. I'm saying he got that bonus to intelligence, and now he's a +0. He can figure it out on his own. We stay broke in the family of Gore.
We stay broke in the family of Gore. In the arms of the Savior.
They say what we might lack in coin, we have an abundance of goblins. I don't know.
Because my parents just got back from Tennessee. They went on a little weekend trip, and they don't have keys to get in their house. So I'm gonna have to help them out.
Okay, man.
So,
Word.
Sorry,
All right,
buddy.
yeah.
Bye,
We probably
boss.
better wrap it up. So
bye guys.
I'll
It
talk
was
to you
super
later.
fun.
it was so much
Bye.
fun.
Bye.
Mwah,
Adios, King.
mwah.
All right.
I
We've
still
bought some pretty good items. Nate, does Leo want to try to purchase anything while he's in? He's also got shit of money,
What's the
so-
list? Because I had to run when the power went out.
The power. Yeah, okay, that's right.
The power went out, and then I came back.
What's the list? That's so fair. I'm about to burp. Hold on. Okay. My collections.
You like to walk with tomatoes.
He's spitting.
You like to make you smile.
Dun, dun.
If you like to waltz with potatoes. Up and down the produce aisle. Have we got a show for you?
Ba-dum-bum.
Veggie Tales, 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 Veggie Tales. Thank y'all for hitting
Spitting.
that.
Oh
Thank
my
y'all for hitting
gosh.
that with me.
I was hitting the whip and the nay.
Coleman, are you so excited to be home tomorrow?
Oh yes, sir. You don't even know. I mean, I'm gonna work on my projects for real
Yeah,
because I
Sure.
kind of didn't really do it today, but
sure. That's fine.
I got to work today.
Okay.
They were like, "Yeah, man, it's raining. You can go home." I said, "Work."
Starting from the most expensive item he's got.
Okay.
One of these items, I know is going to be like, but I feel like it's okay. Okay, most expensive item this got would cost you your full 1,300 gold. Is the Helm of Vesparia, which is a magical helm that gives you different abilities. Okay.
Okay.
Now it is the helm is cursed, and there is a demon inside of it who's trying to control the mind, so
So you have to.
not
Oh,
be taking control of
oh,
it.
I know it. That's not like the helmet from
Okay.
the season 2 of the show.
It is very similar. Yes, it's a very similar helmet. But while you have it on, it has 3 charges, and it has abilities which gives you the charge. The first ability is called Vespara's Shroud. As a bonus action, you can expend 2 charges to activate Vespara's Shroud. Upon activation, a spiritual hornet-like carapace surrounds you, granting you spider climb in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. The next one is Vespara's Sting. As an action, you can expend 1 charge to activate Vespara's Sting. Upon activation, every attack you make deals an extra 1d4 poison damage.
Okay.
And then Vespara's Endurance. If you are reduced to 0 hit points, you can use your reaction to spend all 3 charges to activate the Endurance, immediately cover 10 hit. So instead of going down, you can make yourself stand back up. That's the most expensive item.
Okay.
The next one, and this is the one that might get. The next one is a massive 5-foot long broadsword made entirely of stone. Okay. The Hemosquall is the next on the list. At 900 gold, you can buy the Hemosquall. It has a +2 attack and damage rolls. It requires a strength of 17 to be able to pick it up. Okay. You have to have a strength score of 17 to just be able to wield.
Okay.
All right. Its main ability, Bloodletting. On a failed attack roll, you may activate Hemosquall's Bloodletting ability, allowing you to sacrifice blood to gain bonus damage die. Okay. So, if you fail a save, if you fail an attack roll, you can essentially use a reaction to deal yourself damage. The minimum, the way it'll work is that you can deal yourself a D8 of damage and then deal yourself 8 damage and add a D8 to the roll.
Okay.
Okay. So you essentially, it's blood magic. You take damage to up your ability to
do
hit.
damage.
For
do
some
damage,
reason,
exactly.
I feel a connection to that weapon.
For some reason. Okay.
Reese, how much did you say that helmet was?
It
1,300.
was 1,300.
Nate,
helmet was
if you
13.
don't get it, I might want to look at it.
You can look at it. I don't think I'm gonna get it, so you're welcome to look at it.
What's it called, Reese?
It's called the Helm of Vesparia, and I am going to. I do need to go in and actually update it a little bit. Then the 4th item. There'll be one more after this one, the 3rd item. There'll be one more after this one. The 3rd item is the High Noon Sun Knuckles.
High Noon Sun Knuckles.
The High Noon Sun Knuckles.
I asked for 'em, I think.
While wearing these, all unarmed strikes deal an extra D4 radiant damage. It's a ring you put on. It essentially looks like brass knuckles, and they just deal radiant damage when you punch people. Okay. And then your last item. Your last item comes from our very own Moon Arms Johnson. All right. Our last item is the Mirror Blade Scrying Dagger.
I'm buying that blood. Why is that here?
Hemosquall there. How did he get Hemosquall?
All great questions. You should also remember the guy's literally a deity. Okay. All right. The Moonblade Scrying Dagger. It's got a +2 to attack and damage roll. Okay.
Yes.
This dagger has 7 charges. Upon performing a 30-minute ritual, you may expend a charge to duplicate the dagger. Once a duplicate is created, you may at any point expend an additional charge to scry into that other dagger. So if that dagger is on somebody else, you could dagger see through that one.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Does it not have any charges expended?
They are all reset.
What happened to all my hard work giving those things out last campaign?
A deity got him, and so he reset it because he's a deity.
No, whenever we did our thing, I had put one in that cart.
Oh, true.
Well, how much is
Well,
that?
here's what I will say. Well, here's what I'll say. If you really want that charge to still be there, I will let you roll for it to see if it's got one less charge, and if that dagger is still where you want.
Wait,
Okay.
where was the
Well,
other
first
dagger
off,
at?
can
The
I
one that
just
duplicated?
ask Wendell straight up? Like, well, let me make the roll first because that makes sense if there's one charge missing.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do I need to roll?
I'm gonna say pure luck check. Roll a d20, and on a 10 or higher, the charge is expended. On a lower, window reset it.
What did y'all use a charge for?
I
His
got a
one
nat
shot.
20. On God, I got a nat 20.
On a 20, there is one charge expended.
Hold on, I gotta show you because that's kind of impossible.
I'm not sure it's possible. That's just a badass moment. Oh, and I will say,
Reese, are we
Nate,
ending now that people are
we're about
gone?
to end. Yeah, you
Okay.
can pick your item. I will say, for one more item for 100 gold, you could buy a pack of pecorino.
I'm doing
That's
that.
That one's hard not to get to. Also,
I'm getting the Pecorino cigarettes. How much are
they're
they?
100 gold. Pecorino cigarettes gold edition is what they are. You have a 12 pack of cigarettes. The pack of cigarettes has 12 charges. You may use a bonus action to expend one charge for the pack of cigarettes.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna buy 2 of those. Does he have 2 of those?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, I'm buying both.
Okay,
well, how much is the mirror blade scrying dagger?
300 gold.
Oh shoot, that's easy money. Get out of here. I'm buying that. Okay.
And you want to ask Wendell why it's there? Is that what you're?
Wendell, why is there a charge missing on this? I've seen Moon Arms use this before. And why do you have this?
I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why there's a charge mission. I have it because he sold it because he said he needed gold to.
To do what? You cut out.
I said he said he needed gold. I said I wasn't giving him any more loans. He said, "What if I sold you a dagger?" I said, "Deal."
Okay.
I don't know why there's a missing charge on.
I don't know how to use it yet, do I? So I've got to learn how to do it.
I would. I mean, if you've seen Moon Arms use it, I think you would know how.
All right. Well, I put it up to my eye.
Put it up to your eye and try to scry through.
Yes.
You scry into it, and I want you to roll a perception check. And I want you to, this is a very high. You are hungover, so it's with disadvantage, unfortunately. It's a pretty high DC.
I'm gonna use 1 luck point because I rolled a 19 and a nat 1. So.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 16 plus 7. Or no, sorry, 9.
A 16 plus 9. That is really good. That's gonna do it. A 25 is exactly the DC for that. You look into a dagger, and you see in the other dagger that you can tell just from like the way you're looking that it's wedged in between two dark objects. Like you can't tell what the objects are, but you can see that it's wedged between. And the only reason you can tell is that there's a little bit of light bouncing between the whatever crevice in these objects, so that way you're able to see through it. And for a minute, it takes you to realize cracks inside of a.
You cut out just
All right.
on the most crucial parts.
It takes you a few seconds to realize that you're looking through cracks in a barrel.
Okay.
Okay, like a barrel open. It takes a few seconds for you to realize that you're seeing the dagger was put inside of a barrel up against a wall of interior, and you're seeing through cracks where you're just catching glimmers of light, and the light is cutting in and out. You see the light is like it's not consistent, and it takes a moment to realize that you're watching a shadow of somebody pass in front of over and over. And then I think, like, you watch this for a few seconds, and I think on that 25 perception check, you realize that the the cycle between where these persons are walking. It's a pretty long stretch, which lets you know this person is walking, or whoever this person is, unable to make out. You can just tell the shadow of a person moving in the distance, but they are moving slowly back and you hear something fall, or less hear it because there's no really way to hear through the scrying. More that like the blade jiggles in a way that you know it had been hitting the ground to shake. And the figure like stops and tries to lean down to like grab it. One more time, buddy.
Sorry, I was wondering where Ethan went.
His
His
power.
power went out.
Okay, continue.
This figure, the shadow of the figure, you can see light like it up. It takes a long time, like a solid 20 seconds for them just to reach down to pick up whatever they just fell and stand back up fully holding it.
That's old
And then-
man in arms.
No, I think it's
It's gonna be old
dying.
man
I think it's
moves.
dying Zilladendra right now.
Okay.
I mean, Epsis doesn't know that, but
and then the light sort of cuts out again, and it's like peering in the corners of your vision for a moment, and in the way that you understand that the figure is walking towards the barrel, very slowly, very monotonously, and then you see a hand reach down inside of, and you see a withery, like extremely weak, decrepit, almost like no muscle left, just bone, skin, and reach down inside of a barrel, grab hold of a purplish glowing rock that he lifts up out of there, and then slowly walks back away. And the light kind of fades out, and then the light fades back in very brightly as he has walked away from where the light was and has walked past it to where he would catch a shadow.
Yeah.
And that's all you see in the blade. And I think that's where we stop, right? I think that's where we cut it out for the night.
Yeah.
That's the
Reese,
last thing you see.
so if I was to fail a saving check on the Vesparia helmet, what would happen?
I would determine what happens after that.
He's
If
the
Vesparia takes over your mind, I get to do stuff.
Do I just gotta play a new character then?
Who knows? Like,
Oh no, because I want to buy it, but I'm looking at it and I'm wait, that's an intelligence check, and I'm kind of not smart. Uh-oh.
who knows, dude? I had to
Yeah, I
go
have
in and upgrade that helmet. But anyway, so
I was just because I think it sounds cool because I was like, hey, I got two voices in my head now, Gore and Vesparia.
I will say, in your unique circumstance of having a friend who's also,
Who's
I
also
would
what?
let you roll with like advantage every once in a while on
Word.
that check
I was
because
just thinking because like I only have a +4 to intelligence saving throws, and it's a DC 14
so you'd have to roll a
or 10 or
10
higher.
above every single time, and the DC goes up when you
Up
use
every
charges.
charge, it can be up to 17, and I have to roll a 13
Yeah.
or higher. It's scary, but I do want to buy that. I do want to buy the helmet.
I'm gonna work on making it like look better, and that way you can actually see.
Do I need to go ahead
So,
and remove the 1300 gold?
no, you can wait till next session, so that way I can upgrade it, and
Okay.
you remind me, and I'll add it to your inventory.
Okay. That is very sick, though. Reese, thanks for the 20 AC. Love it, man.
Of course, King. Guys, another awesome session. I love you all very much.
Oh, yeah.
Had some stuff to stand on. Who set Rudy on fire? What did Ephesus just? What did?
Where's the dragon from the Dragon Knight? We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Which knight killed the dragon?
Which knight killed the dragon? We'll never know.
Was it the dragon from the
Death Note.
island?
We'll never know.
Alright. Well, that was fun.
Alright.
Good night, boys.
That was great.
Attack on Titan.
Good night.
good night.
I love y'all. Good night.
Good night.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you leaving?
No,
Okay.
I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm playing the games. Well, I
Or-
have to
You want
work
to play with
tomorrow.
us?
I have to work tomorrow, but
You're working from home, so it's different.
yes. It's different and more fun. Okay.
Who am I to
y'all playing?
disagree?
We are